So this is part 2 to the video that I filmed earlier today. But by the time you're hearing this or watching this, I don't think I'm going to be there anymore. I think I'll be releasing this from the airport. First of all, I'm sorry for everybody who thinks this is selfish and I should have put everybody else first. I am, because I've been trying to figure out how to end my life in the easiest, best way for everybody, or what it could look like for me to make it look like an accident. And then a few hours ago, I opened the garage and realized that my husband was at home. And I got excited at the idea that I had a few moments by myself, and I decided to leave the car running and shut the garage door. And as soon as I rolled down the window, the garage door opened back up, and it was my husband. And I know that was God. And I know that it was God that led this person to come tell me that they tried to end their life, but that they want help, so that they actually are still here. So this is my cry for help. I know I'm supposed to be strong. I'm sorry. This is the strongest I could be. I'm not going to take my life from the earth, but I'm going to take my life from this situation. And it's not going to be permanent. I hope it's not going to be permanent. But too many traumas have changed who I am, sometimes for the worse, sometimes for the better. If I don't do this, it's not going to be for the better, because I don't want to be here so much that I'm obsessed with how to get out of this. And I feel desperate, and I feel trapped. I just want to take a few months to just be me and God. We need to figure this out. I need everyone to get the help they need. I'm not your God. I know that I am always there for everybody all the time. I put everybody else first, but this time, actually, I'm still putting you first because I don't want to be here. But I know what it would do to everybody if I did that. Everybody that I love, the rest of their life would be about trying to deal with what I did. Because I know that I'm that loved. This is not about me not knowing that I'm loved. This is about the people I love not understanding how painful it is to be in this body, to be in this mind. When you see people on the streets talking to themselves, they weren't always like that. When you hear stories of people taking out their whole family, they weren't always like that. But the human brain can only take so much. Watch a psycho movie, watch a scary movie. There's always mental abuse or tragedy after tragedy that turns the person into the villain. I need to do something drastic to try and bring my mind back, because it's broken. It's broken. And I always told everybody that if this person took their life, that you would have to intervene, because I will do the same. I've actually said that to most of my family and a therapist. But the thing is, she did take her life because what she did, had I not got her wrapped up into the hospital, she would be dead. And they were able to stitch her up, but she's still gone. She still just wants to die. She doesn't understand why she's alive. She doesn't want to live this painful life anymore. And I have felt like that forever. I am just constantly trying to focus on everybody else so that I can't feel my pain. She reminds me that my pain is there and that it's true and that I passed it along. And that's too much reality for me. And nobody can say anything to me about that because nobody has lived these traumas but me. And nobody has lived her traumas but her. So, I'm sorry if you feel like I'm being selfish or if you're scared, but I'm literally trying to save my life so I can bring the person you guys love back to you because she's not here right now. I really hope that you guys can understand that. And as soon as I start thinking about this being a way out, I realize that you can all recover from this. I'm not dead. I'm literally trying to save my life instead of trying to take my life. It's the only difference because I love you guys. It's the only reason I'm still here. And so I hope that you'll understand that. Because I'm not going to be taking phone calls from people telling me how selfish this is, or what I need to do, or how I need to pray more, or anything like that. It's done. It's done. Are you going to help me try to save myself? Or are you going to judge me and make me think that I shouldn't have tried to even save my life at all? That's how I feel. Saying it out loud, it sounds manipulative, but I didn't even have to leave a video. Can we be honest? I'm a grown-up. Many people have done this. I could have just left. But then you would all think that I hurt myself. And I didn't want to do that to you. So I'm facing you guys, kind of. Like, you could kind of see my face. It's dark in here. See, I still have a sense of humor. I love you guys. I really hope that I'm back by Christmas. You know, or like, I don't know. This is my desperate attempt to try to stop the damage that's being done and try to reverse it. I don't know if that makes sense, because the minute I decided I was going to do this and started looking at places, I felt joy and hope for the future for the first time in a few days. Actually, probably the first time, if I'm being honest, in a few months. Yeah. Like real hope for the future. But I want to come back. I love my husband. I love my children. I love my grandbabies. I love them. I do. This is why I'm doing this. I love my best friends. I love my sisters. You know who you are. I like, this is not anybody's fault. This is mental illness's fault. This is us being in a fallen world's fault. So the best thing you could do for me is just pray for me. Don't talk about me. Don't talk about how crazy I've gotten. Pray for me that this will work. That I could come back to you guys as my old self. That's what I need. I'm not going to tell anybody where I went just right away, because I don't want anyone coming after me because I've lost my mind. You know, this is not a Lifetime movie. Don't do that. I'll let everybody know once everyone's settled down where I am.